know. Brian, can you just talk to us a little bit about studying outside of Ireland? Because I think a lot of people don't realise that there are so many fantastic opportunities, and you briefly mentioned it there, but just give us an example of one which you're familiar with, where somebody may not be able to avail of the same education in Ireland because of points.
If you're sitting there in County Mayo or in surrounding counties, the chances are that you are possibly going to have to travel and live away from home to attend college, whether it's in Galway, whether it's in Belfast, whether it's in Dublin, whether it's in Limerick or whatever. Chances are you're going to have to pay the cost of accommodation, and possibly, you know, you may or may not have a grant, and you may have to pay the 3,000 registration charge, right? Continental Europe has now got over 1,000 degree programs taught through English. They are not trying to facilitate the Irish. What they are doing is offering degree programs to their own citizens through the language of English, which they believe that being taught through English will increase their students' opportunities in the international market by having an English degree taught through English. And this happens in the world of business, in engineering, in a whole range of areas. So it's not as if they're trying to look after us, but they are offering over 1,000 programs through English. There's a person down in Ennis called Guy Flouch, and Guy has put together a website with every single one of these degree programs that are taught through English. And he has classified them, you know, under physiotherapy and medicine and whatever it is that you're interested in. And they are available on the UNICAS website, www.eunicas.ie. Now, for some reason, most of these courses or a lot of these courses are in the Netherlands. So this year we would have had about 1,000 students went to the Netherlands, and maybe another 350 or 400 students went to other universities elsewhere in Europe. But there's a big concentration in the Netherlands, and they're doing things like physiotherapy, and they are doing things, you know, like sports science, and they're doing things like hotel management, and they're doing things like psychology. Now, many of those programs in Ireland would need 550 points or even higher in the 2021 Leaving Cert. The Europeans don't have points. They don't care about points. All they're interested in is, do you meet the qualifications for the program? And they are the same qualifications as we have here, which most people probably don't realize. But the qualifications to actually get on many degrees in Ireland is 2 H5s, or in some cases 2 H4s, and 4 passes. The problem is we have far fewer places than there are people with 2 H4s and 4 passes. So effectively, then we go on to the point system, because that's just a way of dealing with the fact that we have so few places in relation to the number of people who want it. But if you go to a continental university, you can probably get in with your 2 H4s and 4 passes. It's not easy, because effectively it's easy to get in. So effectively first year can be an absolute slaughterhouse if you don't work, and you can be back home at the end of first year, but you do get the chance, and it's up to you whether you work or not. If you go on the beer, well, goodbye, good luck. But if you decide you're going to work and you really take the opportunity of your physio degree or your psychology degree, etc. Our fees are €4,000 or €3,000. Their fees are €2,000 max, and for the last number of years they have discounted that down to €1,000. Their accommodation costs are 500-ish a month, including services. You try and find, you know, you'd get a tent for €500 in Dublin or Galway. You know what I'm saying? So effectively, cost-wise, it's actually probably cheaper. And from access point of view, because they have a far more developed system in terms of more places, it's easier to get into. So yes, there are degree programs where effectively you may feel, I'll never get the points here. So look at UNICAS and look at opportunities abroad. And effectively costs, you know, you can fly there by Ryanair. So long as you time your flights carefully, you can get backwards and forwards for $29.99, you know what I mean? So, yeah, you know, cost-wise, and it's an hour from home. So if you're driving in Ireland, you know, it may seem further away, but in reality, you know, time-wise, in terms of traveling, you're not really going that much further than if you went to Cork or Dublin or Galway. Although the numbers, Barbara, have been doubling every year. They started with, you know, tiny numbers 8 years ago, 10 years ago. And every year now it's doubling. And as I say, this year for the first time, if you look at the UCAS numbers, 2,200 UCAS people went to the UK, Northern Ireland last year. 850 of them went to Northern Ireland, and they were mainly border counties. So that left about 1,350. About 420 went to Scotland, which left 900 and something for the whole of England and Wales combined. And yet over 1,000 students went to the Netherlands. So look at that. That's telling you something that, you know, the pattern of students going out of Ireland used to be solely almost to the UK or Northern Ireland. Now Europe is becoming bigger every single year.